How about now? Is that better? Yeah, I think this is fixing it. Um, how about sound now? Can you guys hear sound? Sound test, test, test. Yeah, I think I fixed it. It'll come in a second. There's like a slight delay. Anyway, what I was saying was, so we're about halfway through the Awesome Record Convention. It's the end of Saturday. We have one more day left on Sunday. We had early shopping on Friday. We're about halfway through, and I've been selling. I only did one table this time, so I purposely had a smaller footprint than I normally have. And about halfway through, I kind of fell into that trap where I bought too much stuff. I have a whole box worth of stuff here I'm going to show that I bought. But when you spend a lot of time buying records, it can really suck up the profits when you're selling. So I'm going to show a few things off. First of all, so one of the things that I like about the Awesome Record Convention is that a lot of my buddies that I only see during conventions and stuff show up. One of them being Chad. He runs a record label called Pylon Records. It's out of California. He does a lot of like reissues and some really cool stuff. You should check out Pylon. He also released the new Desexual or I think it's Desexual album. And anyway, so I met with him. He picked up some records for me that he got at a California record convention. One of them is this one. It's an early, I think it's a first press of Tragedy for You. I knew when I asked him to pick it up for me, but he bought this for me at the California convention. Tragedy for You. It's my personal favorite of the Front Two for Two albums. Definitely the one I listen to the most. And he also picked up a super clean copy of Buried Dreams Clock DVA. This is the Wax Trax pressing. I have the Italian. I think it's an Italian label. I forget. I bought another copy of this a few months back, and it was, or maybe a year ago or something. Anyway, it's not as clean, so this one's a cleaner version. Clock DVA Buried Dreams. Um, the other. Let me show you this. Sorry, give me a second to find it. Along the same lines, I bought another copy of Sound Mirror by Clock DVA. I already have a copy of this, so I'll probably put this in the store. If you don't have this Sound Mirror, I'm going to check the condition later and kind of compare it to mine and make a decision what I'm going to do. I also had a copy of Noise Unit, Grinding into Emptiness. This is, there's only one press of this, it's a Wax Trax. And then anytime I see D Warsaw, especially picture sleeves, this is Strike to the Body. It's got the BPM stickers on it over here, but otherwise it's in really good condition. Strike to the Body. If you don't know D Warsaw, one of my favorite groups, industrial dance. Like it's kind of late era Wax Trax. Those I picked up. I also picked up this Thrillkill Colt. This is it's called Shaka 0.6. I think it's a 12-inch. I hadn't really seen this one in my travels, and I think it's a 12-inch. Let me double check real quick. Yeah, it's first cut. Shock of 6 on Wax Trax. Because I don't ever see this, here's the back cover of it. Every once in a while, if I see something that someone's selling that I just don't see very often or haven't ever seen in the flesh, I'll pick it up. So this Thrillkill Colt. This one's really cool. First, fresh off of seeing the Pink Dots tour this last time, I picked up Any Day Now on CD. And then here at the convention, I find a vinyl pressing on Play It Again Sam of Any Day Now. This album is absolutely insanely incredible. And then I got this compilation. I think it's called Park. I think it's called Park. It's a compilation on a label called Sweatbox. If you see the lineup here, get the Anti-Group, In the Nursery, Me Beat Manifesto. Yeah, so a lot of these songs, I'm pretty sure they are exclusive to this soundtrack or this compilation. So I did not have them, and the price was right. I think the $10. You can't really beat it. But more Duende. So there's a seller that comes to the Awesome Record Convention that has all this dance music. He's got like house and drum and bass and trance and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. He has like a little industrial box, and I always look through it. He had this Delirium 12-inch. I'm not personally familiar with these remixes. Bleak Desolation mix, Bleak Desolation dub. But I love this track. So a couple of things I got. This Age of Chance 12-inch. It's like industrial dance or new beat. Here's the back of it. Kind of typical of 80s. I also got another copy of Dig It, Skinny Puppy. I have several copies of this already. I will probably be reselling this. Like not like jacking up the price or anything, but I just need to double check to see what my copy looks like, and then I'll probably trade that out. Maybe. Chad, the aforementioned Chad, he gave me this Tackhead 12-inch for free. I have several of these already. I'll put this in the store for like $5. See if I can get someone turned on to Tackhead. Tackhead's great. I have multiple copies of this though, so I don't need more. The next little handful, found this really super cheap copy of The Pleasure Principle, Gary Newman. I got this Peter Murphy 12-inch, which I did not have. The Line Between the Devil's Teeth, Beggar's Banquet. It's got a second version of The Strange Kind of Love on the B-side, and yeah. So it's a single off the Deep album. Anyway, you can't go wrong with fucking the Godfather himself, Peter Murphy. And then I got this kind of for my wife, kind of for me. I like the Temptations. We did not have a copy of Cloud 9. I got a couple of Temptations. This next little group, pretty got these on the cheap. Here's a soundtrack to Thief, Tangerine Dream. I didn't personally know this soundtrack, so I am going to check it out for myself. I got it super cheap. I want to say it's like $10. I got the Supremes, Live at the Copa. Obviously great little track list there. And I do love the Supremes, so I wanted to check it out. I got this Herbie Hancock sound system. It's kind of I think this is mid 80s. Yeah, early to mid 80s Herbie Hancock sound system. Still had the hype sticker on it. I like Herbie Hancock, wanted to check it out. Here's another Temptations I did not have. Flower Power, Psychedelic Shack. The Temptations. Gordy, there's the back of it. Me and my wife are both big Temptations fans, and then I saw this and I had to pick it up because it was super cheap. The anthology. Look at all that. Look at all that Temptations. You get all that Temptations, and it was like $10, something super cheap. I'm sure people think I'm weird. Like I got industrial goth and then Temptations. Like that's kind of what I got. This is probably the first thing that I bought at the whole thing. It's the People Are People special edition On You Sound remix by Adrian Sherwood. I did not have this. And if you know anything about me, you know that I am a massive, massive Adrian Sherwood fan. So I found, I think this came from Chad actually. He brings all the Depeche Mode stuff in and The Cure and all that. So I rated it until I found that. Here's something y'all probably don't know yet about me is that I'm a really big fan of drum and bass. That aforementioned dance music dealer, I rated as drum and bass. Here's a copy of the Global Love soundtrack or Global Love 12-inch by High Contrast. Really good. It's got the John B remix on it. It's got the album version and then the John B remix. It's hard to find in the US at least. The picture sleeves, so a lot of these hospital records. I picked up this Pop Elite itself. This is the Can You Dig It Justin Strauss remixes. I did not have this yet, and if it's just for the hype sticker, I got it. It was cheap, $7, and I love Pop Elite itself. I got this single cell orchestra to like a drum and bass, kind of a little off, and then I got a whole series of Hospital Records in the UK. They put that's the person's price sticker, but that's what they look like. They release these like promo versions with just these small little stickers on them, and I picked up a handful of these. They were super cheap. London Electricity. These are 12 inches from Hospital Records. This one's Pull the Plug. Got Song in the Key of Knife. Wishing Well. I got this Danny Bird. So, London Electricity is the group of guys that run the label. They had this Danny Bird, this Landslide, and then a couple more London Electricities. They had Ultrasound and London Electricity versus John Forte PBE. So just some more hospital promos. I collect these. It's one of the few things I still collect. I do it casually. I my favorite producer is a guy by the name of Logistics. He's actually what you see over here. That's Logistics right there. I have all of his records already. So now I kind of look for some of the stray high contrast that I don't have, and then just whatever they got because they're cheap or inexpensive, I should say. A couple more things that I got. I got this. The group's called Another Nation, and the 12 inch is called Move Out. The hype sticker says it's remixed and edited by Perry of Manufacture. If you know who Manufacture is, he's a great producer of industrial music on Network, and it was super cheap. And it was $5, and he said 1991 U.S. industrial in the vein of early D Warsaw. It's sealed, so I didn't know this particular 12 inch, so I'm gonna check it out. Oh, this is really cool. So he always has like some stray a Pop Timber Berserk, and I realize right now, like I'm showing you guys records, probably none of you know them. I'm not saying they're like ultra underground or anything. It's just shit that I like. This is a Pop Timber Berserk. It's called Imagine There's No Lennon. It's like it's a compilation. It's not even a you know. Oh no, it looks like it's live. I just collect a Pop Timber Berserk, and I did not have this particular one. This was released on Artifact Records a while back. It was on CD originally, and this is on vinyl, and I did not have it. So I'm always happy. This is stuff that you can find in Europe pretty on the cheap. Here's more Pop Elite itself. This is the meets the On-U sound system. This is a different On-U. It's not a different On-U sound system. It's a different remix from Adrian Sherwood, Bulletproof, and you know how I am with Adrian Sherwood. Is everybody happy? Here's a record that I sold to Dom, aka Seeking the Thread, Health and Efficiency, This Heat. I sold that to him. So that made its way into my box. I got this Alien Sex Fiend. So if you don't know about me, you know that I love Alien Sex Fiend. Here's a copy of Here Comes Germs. I've had several of these over the years. I get them, I keep them for a while, I sell them, and then I buy them again because I'm telling you, dude, the fucking artwork is fucking incredible, and I love the artwork. I love the artwork. Here Come Germs, Alien Sex Fiend. The seller that had this had a whole bunch of Alien Sex Fiend. It was all stuff that I already had. Okay, speaking of Chad, his label Pylon, I bought some stuff that I'm gonna wholesale that I'm gonna sell in the store. Douglas J. McCarthy's solo album "Kill Your Friends." This is Douglas J. McCarthy, recently passed away, rest in peace, of Nitzareb. This is his solo album. They originally, when they released this, there's a version of this that has the CD in, a copy of it inside as well. This is not the one with the CD. This is the regular one. I will price this at like 20 something and put it up in the store. I got a copy of the aforementioned Desexual, their debut album called Electro Body Musique. They are currently touring, and they will be touring again next year with My Life with the Throco Cult. You should check them out. This is on the Pylon Records. You can see their logo right there. I'll have this in the store, and he recently licensed and did a repress of the Valley Girl soundtrack. If you know, you know. So these will be in the store soon. If you're into 80s, he's got some cool stuff lined up. He told me about. I can't share it because it's not my place to share it, but he will be dropping that news soon. This is kind of cool. I got this Beck Devil's Haircut 12-inch. It's got Devil's Haircut, Dark and Lovely, American Wasteland, Lloyd Price Express. It's almost like an EP more than a 12-inch. It's like a maxi single, what they used to call back in the day. Beck Devil's Haircut. I've never seen this 12-inch. It was cheap, so I got it. This is I sold. I used to brought it home. Wolfgang Press Queer. This is the limited edition with the extra 12-inch. I actually sold that. It's not something I bought. Now this is cool. So I had a record up for sale on my wall, and it was expensive. It was it's a super rare 12-inch, and I ended up trading for this album. Tori Amos, Boys for Pele. This is an original US on the it's like Coke bottle clear vinyl. This is a US original, and I traded him this and some cash, or he gave me this and some cash for a trade for a record that I had. I did not have a copy of Boys for Pele. It's pretty rare. I mean, it's not something you see every day, and it's not a reissue. It's the original, and it's a great fucking album if you're into Tori. And if you're not into Tori, then we can't really be friends. This is the other Alien Sex Fiend I bought. Alien Sex Fiend. Everyone is making fun of this cover. Mostly the people. It's like, what's better, Alien Sex Fiend or Kiss? The correct answer is Alien Sex Fiend. This one's called Who's Been Sleeping in My Brain. And that is it. That's what I picked up. I'll show these off. I have hit these for sale. Meebe Manifesto, Subliminal Sandwich, and Meebe Manifesto, Satyricon reissues up at the convention and on the website if you don't have this album yet. There's a whole lot of people that don't really know who Meebe Manifesto is, and it's depressing to me, so I don't like to talk about it a lot. Anyway, that's what I've picked up at the convention. Hopefully I won't buy anything tomorrow, and I can continue to sell and maybe, have a business and turn a profit and all that crazy shit that sometimes you got to do. Anyway, those are the kinds of things that I buy. I am up at the convention with Jason Rojas, and we have met, and our friends Jeremy and Greg. We've met a lot of people that watch the stream, like Johnny Fever, Mitch's Vinyl Corner, I think his name is, and a bunch of others. It's been I wasn't sure what to expect when people were coming up to the booth or the tables talking about how they knew who we were from YouTube. I didn't know how I was going to handle that, and I probably would not handled it well. But it's still cool to meet people and talk with them. Um, like I said, we have one more day, and I have some stuff to price. I need to take a whole nother box of stuff up there. I've learned some lessons. I'll probably make a video about it. I did not sign it. No one asked for any autographs, and there have been some pictures taken, but I've dodged most of the pictures. But people are cool. I mean, it is a little weird, but people have come up, and it's been cool meeting people for the most part. I mean, you'd be surprised how many people. It's kind of a small world. One guy came. Mitch's came from North Carolina. Another guy came from San Antonio. I'm not sure where everyone else is from. I sold my most expensive record on my wall, which was kind of surprising to me. I've learned some stuff. I had some stuff that was overpriced. And I knew they were overpriced, and I took too long to react to it. I was kind of being chill. In my head, I just think everyone's going to talk to you. If they see something overpriced and they want it, I figure people talk to you, but they don't. Sometimes when it's too much, they just put it down and they don't look at it again. So I had to do some emergency lowering of some prices, but the stuff I'm going to price tomorrow is pretty affordable. This is it's got some country stuff that I would show it, but you guys aren't gonna be into it. It's gonna be stuff for Texans here. Anyway, that's all I got. I was gonna see if Jason or something wanted to come on real quick. He's selling his Beatles mono box set, but we haven't had any bites on it yet. Oh, let me see here. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Markdown Sunday. Yeah, I'm gonna mark some stuff down, and it's weird. I'll talk about this really quickly. So Jason brought his Beatles mono box set, and he put it on the table, and and it's an expensive box to buy, and I think that compelled with everything else that I had on there. Maybe I saw some people kind of recoiling away, like people weren't wanting some expensive stuff. So I'm not sure if it's attracting people or retracting people from the table. I'm not blaming Jason. I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying. It's just anyway, that's all I got. If you want to see the stuff that I showed off, you have to rewind. Start from the beginning. I'm happy about a lot of this stuff that I got though. The highlights are the legendary pink dots. I'm really happy to have this. This song played against Sam. My understanding is it doesn't have the full track list. There are some tracks that they didn't put on it. That's what someone was telling me, but that's fine. Here's the back of it with the track list. Neon Mariners is such a good album, dude. It's on Play It Against Sam. It's got a Wax Trax name. What does it say about Wax Trax? Yeah, it's got Wax Trax's phone number. Oh, it's marketed, manufactured, and distributed by Wax Trax, but it's on Play It Against Sam. It is a cutout. Anyway, one of these days I'll meet more people that know this music. That way I don't have to sit around and talk about Fleetwood Mac and Beatles all the time. Like I can talk about people that understand this music a little bit. It's either like everyone's either like you're like stunty and you're so far beyond this music that you don't listen to it anymore, or you're a boomer who only wants to talk about Fleetwood Mac. Here's my clean ass copy of uh, Clock DVA. Here's the. I mean, you just don't see this record clean. Look, there's the wax track symbol. Your old roommate had your taste. Yeah. I mean, I have friends obviously that are into this music like I am, but it's just it's kind of rough, meeting more people that are into it because you know they're either like way beyond it and they listen to. I know it does look brand new, and look at if I showed you the records doing these conventions, it's such a fucking trip. How often I run across records when I look at them, they look like they've never been listened to. Like the records themselves, they still have the like the like new shine on them, and it's like, are people not listening to this? It's crazy. This D Warzall also, I mean, obviously it got played because it had a DJ sticker, but super clean. Like a lot of times you don't see these clean like this. This skinny puppy is a little beat up. It is a little beat up. The record's fine, but the sleeve's a little beat up. But this is the classic cover, man. I have this on a T-shirt. The Dig It. It's classic, dude. I love that they put 1986 press. They didn't repress this a whole bunch. Yeah, that and the people are people. I got this for $20. I actually I want to go put this on right now. Because people are people was on construction time again. That was just a good era for. That dude is too antisocial to get up here and chat. Who's antisocial? On You Sound remix. Grabby hands, grabbed all they can. Anyway, we'll be doing vinyl community social club on Monday. I think we're going to do a little bit of a recap of the convention, and then we'll see what we talk about next. That's really all I got. So I'm not going to drag this out. I got to price some stuff for tomorrow and then get ready to go tomorrow. If anyone's into industrial or the Temptations, which the vinyl community social club is on Jason's channel. Let me put a link in the chat. Do. Vinyl. Is this working? There we go. Did that work? I put it in there twice. I don't suppose if you notice much psych on the walls there. But I mean, people had psych. I don't really even know what that means, man. I'm sorry. I don't know what it means. A lot of people had psych music. I had psych music in my Benz. I Other people had psych music. There's a lot of people that psych music. Um, what I was saying earlier is that in the coming days, you'll see videos. Um, I know what you mean by that, but I'm like, you'd have to tell me specific artists and stuff like that because I'm not into psych as much to be able to like know exactly what artists you're talking about. But there was a lot of buzz going around amongst like the hardcore collectors that there wasn't a whole lot of rare stuff at the convention this year. There were less sellers than normal, so if you went during the spring show, the Awesome Record Convention only took up half of the convention center instead of the full size. The other half was taken up by a coffee festival. So and even in the half that that we were using, um, there it wasn't all the way full. Like there was like a whole row that is normally staff that wasn't there, and then there were some stables on the end that weren't there. So there was probably like a good maybe 4 or 5 less sellers than there normally is, maybe even more. There wasn't as many sellers there. And so, especially some sellers that you may know their name, like I don't think Slow Mo was there. There was like a handful that weren't there selling. So, and then there were some sellers like me that chose to downsize. I only did one table instead of my usual um, amount of tables, so I took less stuff there. Um, you know, and I don't particularly go after like a lot of really high dollar items. Jason will have to share his assessment as he walked around. I just look for good industrial music. I look for the stuff that I'm into. There was really no one with any reggae. I mean, there was a little bit of reggae. There was no On You Sound OGs. There was no not a lot of dub. Like the regular reggae seller that normally he was there, he was walking around, he just wasn't selling. Um There were some cool local stores there selling, like Brainwave from down in San Antonio was selling there. Plum Creek from the Lockhart area was selling. Of course, Waterloo was there. Uh, the folks from Magic Isle were there. Um, who else? We do have another California guy story, but I'll let Johnny Fever tell the story if he wants. I was looking for a copy of The Real Ramona by Throwing Muses, and they have a text system where you can text this number to say what you're looking for, and then sellers will respond back if they have it. What what happens though sometimes is a seller doesn't have the specific record you're looking for, but they have that same artist, so they'll respond like they have it. So I had someone go check on to see if they had the Real Ramona. It turns out he didn't have it. So, but he did have, as per usual, uh, several tables worth of completely packed and just gross looking bins where he's mistreating his records. Um, yeah, a lot of people like the Magic Isle store. They have a lot of rare Brazilian and stuff from outside of the country. If you're really into that, sometimes you can find a really good deal there. Sometimes it's a little bit on the high side price wise, but it's all super rare. So at least rare around here. But then again, you know, this is rare around here too, and no one seems to give a shit, right? Everyone wants to, you know, cream their pants over some Peruvian stuff, yet, clock DVA, people give a fuck about. Anyway, I'm not butthurt about it or nothing. Um, We did find a few. Anyway, Jason Ross found some stuff. He'll share, I'm sure, what he found. I'll let him do that himself. We'll see if I find anything tomorrow. There's really nothing else I'm looking for. I really want a copy of the real Ramona, but I want to find it in the wild and I want it to be clean. Yeah. So if I will help people out, like if there's a record that you're looking for, text it to me, or not text it, but like send me a message on Instagram and I'll look for it. And if I find it, I'll send you what the price is and you can tell me whether or not you want it. And if you send me the money, I will pick it up and get it for you. I've done that for a few people. Unfortunately, I have not been able to find anything that people have wanted. People have wanted some very specific records, and it's, just no one has them. You know. So anyway, is Nathaniel, is he streaming tonight? Is he doing his spooky spins? Doesn't look like it. Stunty is hard to shop for. I'm not even trying to shop for Stunty anymore or not anymore. I've never done that. I'm looking for the Beatles mono box. Just kidding. That's funny. I did get some requests for things like Death in June. The seller that had some Death in June got cleaned out immediately on Friday. People looking for some folk and some country, been striking out on that. Jose wanted some stuff. I'm striking out on all of that. I did post my walls on Instagram, and you can critique the quality of my wall. I'm curious if anyone has opinions. This is actually my first time. Let me see if I can share this. I don't even know if I can. Present, share my screen. I can. Let's see if I can do this here. So this was my wall today. I had Talk. This is the Direct Metal Master. I think 80 something, 86 or something. I had the date on the sticker there, but that's Talk. This is Recoil. This is the Faith Healer 12-inch. This is the Consolidated You Suck. Oh, wait, sorry, you can't see my mouse. I'm starting in the upper left-hand corner and going down. Then I have Consolidated You Suck. You Suck was probably the most popular. Hey, Jason. Hey, let me send you a link in case you want to join here. This is oh, I can't send you the fucking link. My Instagram is being stupid. Oh, here we go. The post Austin Record Show report with Static ATX. Dude, Jason's probably drunk. Anyway, so the Consolidated You Suck. It's the most popular song. You do not see this 12-inch very often. It's not a white label, even though it's all white on the cover. No one could give two shits the fact that I had it. Then I forget what this one is. And then this is the Decoder compilation. This just recently got repressed or reissued, but this is an original. This is SPK, and if you know who SPK is, then you do. If you don't, then you don't. This is the Flow Motion comp. This is an original. This is Collapsing New People 12-inch from Fad Gadget. This is the Maxi single, really good. This is Second Communication, some industrial music that no one at the show had any clue what it was. I have all three Second Communication albums, and they're in the bin. The others are in this bin right here. I had the Meat Manifesto reissues. This is a Controlled Bleeding 12-inch. This is a Shaman, the Gorbachev 12 inch. I forget the name. This is another consolidated. This is an album, and this is a Nitzareb promo 12 inch from for Kick It. I had some 7 inches here. This is Eight Eyed Spy, Black Flag. This is an Babes in Toyland. This is Cabaret Voltaire, Depeche Mode, Personal Jesus. This is Fontaine's DC, Bully. This is the About a Girl 7 inch. This is Antaros. This was a pretty cool synth pop on what's that label? Can't remember the label. This is Ryan Adams. I had a whole bunch of Ryan Adams 7 inches I was selling. This was the Jacksonville one, and this one up at the top is the Big Moon. And then these are some older 7 inches. This one at the top was Judas Priest. This is Living Link. This one originally given or sold to me by Lance from Permanent Records, and I'm reselling it same price, actually less probably. This is a 7 inch called Pale Fountains. This one is I forget. And this one down here is Depeche Mode, Never Let Me Down Again. Then up here, I got Martin Gore's Counterfeit. This is the Wolfgang Press Queer that I sold. This is Rapid that I sold. This is the one that I traded with some cash for the Tori Amos. This one right here, what is that? Oh, that's Gentle Giant. This is Edge Time. This is the reissue. I can't remember the name of the album, but this is a reissue, but it's a really good. This is Bad Motor or Bad Mo not Bad Motor Finger. I'm tired. I forget. Anyway, I sold this, whatever it is. Yeah. Yeah, Jason, don't get me started on the Accept. This is a album, and I can't remember the name of it, but this belongs to Stevie, and I told him I'd sell it for him. This is my New Age Steppas On You Sound original. No one bought. This is a Santana early press. There we go. Magic Christian Badfinger. I was thinking not Bad Motor Finger. Badfinger is what I was thinking of. Yeah. So I traded this Badfinger for a Beatles that I replaced it with. A guy wanted this Badfinger. Yeah, Ghostface Killer was there. I sent you the link if you want to join, Jason, if you want to not be antisocial. So anyway, this is my wall today. This was my wall yesterday. New Age Steppas again. I had the Ghost Dance, Stop the World album. This is an original press. It's been reissued, but this is an OG. This is, I think this is the Spunk. This is the early Sex Pistols album. I think that's what that is. It didn't come with the cover. It came in a generic, so I put a backer on it so people could see it. This is Charles Manson. I had a couple Mansons. This is a Velvet Underground that sold. This is that reissue again that sold. Or no, that I still have. It's not sold. This is, I don't know who this guy is. Pretty unknown guy. I put him up there just in case anyone knows who he is and can tell me. This is a UFO album with Kazi Fanny Tutti on the cover. Cream, everyone knows this album. Here's a Black Sabbath I sold tonight. I basically had to peer pressure someone into buying it. This is Pretty Things. This is an album that I had grossly overpriced that I've since knocked down 50% and it's back down to earth. This is a Pink Floyd here that I sold. This is a Grand Funk with the glasses still intact. I marked down. It's not sold. This is a Rare Earth down here that's that is not sold. These are the 7 inches from yesterday. There's a Prince. You got the look. You got the look. This is Chipmunk's Christmas. A couple other 7 inches thrown in here. Is the normal Warm Leatherette. Warm Leatherette. And I can't tell what that is up there at the top. This is a Reba McEntire, and this is Huey Lewis and the News, and this is John Lennon with some strange woman. They're making out. He's slipping her the tongue. And then over here we got, this is a krautrock record. I forget the name of it, but it is a krautrock record. This, I think Martin Gore. There's the Rapid again. There's a Howard Jones 12-inch I threw up there. This is a split second Rigor Mortis. I have not sold it yet. There is an Iggy Pop up here at the top, which I've marked down. And down here at the bottom is a Prince Thieves in the Temple 12-inch. And there's something behind the chair that I can't see. I don't have any Two Live Crew. I did not bring much in the way of hip hop with me this particular trip, but I have some stuff in the store. I don't have any Two Live Crew though. Lance from Permanent didn't buy anything for me because I don't have anything marked down. He'll only buy things from you if they're marked down. He's just buying to resell, so I think he's probably way beyond buying things for his own personal self, and I don't have anything he could resell. I was overpriced as it was. I made a big mistake, guys. I overpriced my shit, and I'm trying to fix that. So anyway, these are the 45s I brought. These 2 boxes here are all 2 for $5. Just mostly common 45s. I got this box in the middle of more desirable 45s. And then these are ones that I've alphabetized and got in order. I got a little Beatles section. These have mostly ones with picture sleeves and a little newer stuff. Yeah. I don't carry a whole ton of hip hop because I just don't. I would if people bought more of it, but hip hop is just not something I've delved too into as far as like records for the store. And this guy is looking. I think this is a guy called Gerald, 12-inch that he's looking at. Oh, and there's the Ghost Dance. If you know Ghost Dance, they're really good. I got them right there. And there's a 12-inch right here. You can see it's Psychedelic Furs. It's the Ghost in You 12-inch. And there is the Legendary Pink Dots that I bought. Noise Unit. Front 242. Look at this one. It's brand new $7.99. Remember those days? Clock DVA. A-Pop. This group is called Apoptygma Berserk. And they're really good. If you know, you know. Oh, this is a guy I took a picture with. He had this Tijuana Herb Albert T-shirt, and I had to take a picture with him because he looked so ridiculous, but I had to do it. And this is me and Tomas. There's Jeremy. There's Tomas, and I bought this record from him too. Chavela Vargas. The album was called Noche Bohemia. It's basically it's like Mexican folk music. And Vinyl Piper is over here talking shit in the chat. Talking shit. Everybody's expensive, man. It's records, man. They ain't cheap. They ain't cheap. Anyway, this has gone on way longer than it should have. Which Velvet Underground and Nico? Yeah, the Velvet Underground already sold. It's this one. It's not a first press. It's early press, but it's I don't remember anymore, but it's sold on the first day. Someone nabbed that. I sold out of all these, the ones that I sold at this Velvet Underground, I sold this Pink Floyd. And I sold the Rapid over here. And I sold the Wolfgang Press and the Health and Efficiency. And I sold, yeah. Hopefully tomorrow I'll sell the rest of this stuff. It'd be great if someone would just buy all of it. I may do something nuts tomorrow. I don't know. I may do something insane and just let the whole thing go for like $100. This is where our table is. Would you buy all my boxes for $100? What do you think? I have these 45s here, and I got 4 boxes here. You can't really see them all. This is Celebrate the Nun. Will You Be There? Remix 12-inch. And this right here in this box is a Was Not Was album. I forget, or maybe it's a 12-inch. I forget. Yeah, the person who bought this heat is Dom, aka Seeking a Thread. I don't know what you guys are saying in chat. I don't know what you're referring to. I'll do it now. What's your Venmo? I don't know why Jason won't just go on his computer and get in here for a second. He could come in for like a minute. Maybe if I was doing a barbecue stream, he would do it. He would join. Yeah, just come in for like 2 minutes and then we'll leave. You just come in real quick, say hi to everybody, and then we'll leave. It'll be quick. Vinyl Piper, I'm looking at your Instagram right now. You got a lot of old shit. I did drive in the rain, motherfucker. I came all the way back to the Liberty Hill. I did do all that. Look at this, everybody. Let's critique Vinyl Piper's. What do we think about this? Got a lot of old stuff here. Psychedelic Lollipop. Psychedelic Lollipop Blues Magoos. Oh, look at this. Jason wrote, Joel is live crying about the Awesome Record Convention. Jason's always got to be talking shit. Vinyl Con. Oh, here we go. This is some of that Dylan from Noble Records stuff you're on over here. Underground Fire. Underground Fire. Ultimate Spinach. Dude, wake me up. Did they do an ultimate cauliflower? Like some cauliflower. Anyway, I got to get back to price and stuff. I got work I got to do. All this old stuff. Yeah, I don't listen to a lot of this older stuff. Yeah, see, I had this Jar of Flies too. I had this with this big ass promo sticker on there. I had a copy with the promo sticker intact, and I had one that someone had tried to rip off, and it did not rip off easy. But they've since repressed this. This is the one that has sap. It's got both of them. It's like a big. thing, but it is cool. And you got, looks like you got an OG facelift, European OG. Yeah, that's good. There wasn't a ton of 90s stuff. I mean, I did see some 90s stuff. There was some people had some louder. There was like one guy that had a Bad Motorfinger with the like the bluish cover, and he had Louder Than Love. So there's some Soundgarden out there. I didn't really see much. Oh, there's a guy selling this. Jeremy was selling this. This is the one that started it all. This is Ground Zero. Los Destellos. Debut album from 1968. Yeah, he was selling this. Los Wimblers. He may have been selling this one too. Yeah, I'm just not cool enough for that kind of music. What is this? Mother Love Bone. You got a OG copy of Apple. That's cool. They recently reissued these, and it's not. They don't look to be the greatest condition in the reissues. I have a copy of this. I have a few copies of the original. Is this an original? Yeah, an original Temple of the Dog. That's cool. Yes. Oh, you got a radio promo of Cold Fact. That's cool. I'm just giving y'all a chance to sit there and talk in the chat while I fuck around. Sugar Cubes. Looks like he bought it from Record Safari. That's super fancy. This is interesting. The Lubbo's. Looks like it's a 7-inch. And then we're back to old ass music again. Oh, this is cool. Kaleidoscope. It's a UK mono. Okay. That's cool, dude. I wish I could have seen them live back then. I bet you that was a cool show. Oh, this is cool. You got a radio promo of Bringing It All Back Home. John is in the basement mixing up some medicine. I'm on payment. Think about the government. Oh, look at this. Look at these handsome gentlemen. Look at that. My brother and I had a tour of Seattle. Thanks, Dana and Mazzy. Oh, look, he's got a Screaming Trees behind him. That's cool. I don't have an original. Do I have an original? I don't think I do. I had the music on vinyl for sure. I might have an original, but if I have an original, it's probably of Uncle Anesthesia, not Sweet Oblivion. I wouldn't mind having one though. As a Thievery Corporation. I'm fine having reissues on Thievery Corporation. No need for all that. I can't believe there's still 8 of you sitting here in the chat while I sit here and just look at someone's Instagram. So I'm going to answer Jason's question, Mark. He wants $1,200 for it, but he'll take $1,000 for it. Just so you don't sit there and play games with them in the chat. Sid Barrett. Here you're showing off Temple of the Dog again. Oh, look at this. You got an OG. Come on down. Hell yeah, dude. These are pricey as hell. I mean, I think they probably have come down in price since of the reissues. But back in the day, like these were fucking people were trying to like make serious money selling these. But this is really cool though. If you know Green River, you know. Piper's a record collector. Okay. Cool. Well, he's got some cool shit here. He's got an original copy of Apple, original copy of Shine. Oh, this is a promo too. You got a little promo stamp there. I'm happy with the reissues. Actually, honestly, I'm happy with the CD of this, but I do have the reissues. One of these days, I might get an original, but I'm not like pushing for it. Oh, look, there's Fraction Moon Blood. Oh, look, Lance. What the fuck is he doing in the middle of the record for? What the hell's he saying?
One of the most mind-blowing albums you'll ever hear, and most people don't even know it exists. Go check it out and have your mind blown.
Check it out and have your mind blown. Anyway. Oh, Dead Moon, that's cool. I was listening to In Utero on the way to the convention today, and that's such a good album. I hadn't listened to it in a minute. I had to get myself in the right headspace. And In Utero did it nicely, dude. Dude, is there a better opening song? Serve the Servants is pretty epic opening song to oh look, this is the side of Easy Street Records. They always do like a different mural. Here's a copy of Sub Pop 200. That's another one. A lot of people like super pricey. Wish it wasn't. Oh, Josie Records. You went to Josie Records. America's largest record store. Yeah, it's a lot of fucking emptiness is what it is. I mean, it's a huge fucking store, but they have a lot of empty space. They did. Oh, damn, they got some good shit on the wall there. That's an Ani DeFranco. There was a seller at the convention selling that for like $250. If you don't have it, it's worth it, but 250 is a little high. Little high. I'd rather be closer to 150. Anyway, Jersey Records is cool. There is a lot of empty space, though. It's not like all those shelves are packed. But then again, it's hard to pack them out when you have all that. But they did buy all of Bill's records, all of his old posters. So they have a massive poster collection in the back of the store, as well as all of Bill's old stock, which is pretty incredible to look through. Oh, look at this. We went to Antone's. Antone's is aight. It's pretty good. You should check it out, especially if you're into like 60s. If you're into like boomer stuff, it's the place to go. Like if you want to listen to music by dead people, this is the spot right here. A lot of dead people. Anyway. Oh my god, you went to the In Groove. Was that the yeah, you went to the In Groove. Is that the old In Groove? I think that's the old In Groove. So I got 7 people still in chat. It'd be great if you guys could all just like slowly just close the stream. Here's Mad Season. You really bought an OG Mad Season? It's a great fucking album. No, this is not an OG. I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure this is not an OG. I don't think the OG was let me check that real quick. I'm pretty sure the OG was not like that. I'm above. Oh, it is. Stand corrected. The original did have that edge side. I did not realize that. So I guess that is an OG. That's cool. That is cool. Ooh, you got a Pink Floyd promo. What is this? Oh, I got a Cure OG. Oh, look at that high quality audio file. When you play it, say it. That's cool. Oh, you got a Fade Into You. Is that a 7-inch? Oh, a 10-inch Fade Into You. That's cool. What you got here? You've always disliked these guys and never got into the music. Would love to trade this away. Okay. Probably don't have it anymore, but I'll take it off your hands. First pressing of Dookie. Oh, you got the Ernie on the cover. Ernie is on the cover. This is one of those albums I still know every lyric to. I know every lyric to every song. Got to do it in order, though. Now we're up to 9. We're supposed to go down, not up. I'm about to just cut this shit off here in a second. If you want to see what I picked up at the convention, you got to rewind. It's at the beginning. Yeah, sorry, concert buddy. I looked for that Guy Clark. A guy had a copy. It was the wrong label. Another guy had some Guy Clark, but did not have old number 1. So I could not. I looked. I tried. Nobody had it. Oh, this is cool. A Specimen album. This is a good album. See, Vinyl Piper, like our taste can sometimes converge. Look at all this Bauhaus you got. That's cool. And then look at this. You got Bauhaus, Specimen, and then fucking Taylor Swift. Why you gotta do that to me, man? That's cool. Wait, what is this? Vinyl Pepper, you still have this? You still US OG copy of Sweet Oblivion. Wait, what the fuck? Hold on. What is this? Why is it all black cover like that? Is that how the original first presses were? Oh, that's okay. That's an original. Oh, okay. The US had that black cover. Wait, what is that? Is that just a thing like obscuring the cover? Hmm. If you still have that Vinyl Piper and you want to sell it, hit me up. I might be a buyer on that one. Vinyl Piper, you still out there? One Foot in the Grave limited vinyl version. Interesting. It's been a while since I've looked that record up. Ah, here we go. This right here is one of the best 12 inches in the 90s. I have a copy of this as well. The reason why this is such a great 12 inch, if you don't know, is because of the B side. The B side, if he has a picture of it, yep, has Heretic on it. Love Heretic. It's a great B side. Look at that. That's cool. I got a copy of that. I got a copy of that. What is this? Oh, Soundgarden Flower. You got a SST promo. You got test pressing. That's cool. Good old SST record. You got some Love and Rockets. That's some good stuff. Anyway, welcome everybody to me critiquing Vinyl Piper's Instagram. This is just me killing time because I've already talked about what I wanted to talk about. What is this? Some kind of white label. Oh, it's a test pressing for FOP. Okay. Yeah, I'm cyber stalking. Here's the reissue of Screaming Trees. He's got Buzz Factory. Anyway, the point of this whole stream is for me to show you. No, we did not have more vendors. We had less vendors. If you were there, were you there at the spring show? The spring show, they had both sides of the convention open. They didn't buy the other half. The other half had a coffee festival in it. So they only had the half that they've every time before the last spring, they've only ever had half. But even the half that we had this time wasn't completely filled out. There was probably a good 5 to 10 vendors less than what we normally have. Like normally, so this is our table. Normally there's a second table in this space, and then there's a vendor on the side here. And this time there was no vendor on the side. And we're the second to last row. Yeah, we had a lot of foot traffic. Yeah, we saw a lot of people showed up to buy records. It's just I wouldn't say as many people showed up, but there was still like hundreds and hundreds of people. I mean, there was still plenty of people there buying records. Anyway, all this stuff I said before, I'm kind of repeating myself. You can I was gonna see if Jason wanted to join, but he's being a puss. He doesn't want to he says he's too tired and drunk. Anyway, I already showed off what I bought. I bought a whole box worth of stuff. Really put a cramp in my ability to have a profit. But I got some cool things. I got a handful of things I'm super excited about and a handful of things that I'm kind of excited about. You might like these, Chance, if you're still here. I got a, let me remove this. Devil's Haircut 12-inch. And a Boys for Pele, a U.S. original, Tori Amos, with the hype sticker on it. There's Tori chilling in the chair there. Those are the more mainstream 80s or 90s stuff that I got. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Do-do-do-do-do. Yeah. Kind of excited to get this. I don't have a ton of like this era of Herbie Hancock, but I got Herbie Hancock sound system. This was cheap. Still got the shrink on it. I'm going to take the shrink off though. Anyway, that's all I got. Buy some stuff for the store. Write this shit off. That's not how write-offs work. I try to buy stuff for the store. It's hard to find stuff that's low enough. I mean, I did, but this stuff is going to the store, like the Dig It 12-inch. A lot of this stuff is ultimately going to get sold in the store. This D Warsaw is probably going to get sold in the store. But I can't mark it up. It's like pretty much just going to be one for one price wise. I'm probably not going to. I'm keeping this for myself unless I have a copy of this Grinding into Emptiness Noise Unit. I may have a copy of this already. I definitely have the CD. I don't remember offhand if I have the vinyl. If I do, I'm keeping. If I do, I'm selling it. If I don't, I'm keeping it. This is going to go in the store. Sound Mirror, Clock DVA. I have a copy of this already. I'm just going to look at it and then probably sell it to Wax Tracks. It was only on Wax Tracks. This is the probably most accessible Clock DVA song. Like if you're trying to get into this kind of music and you don't know anything about it, this is a good place to start. This era of Clock DVA. If you don't yet have this album, Front 242. This is an album called Tyranny for You. If you don't have any EBM or industrial dance music, and you've thought like maybe I should expand my horizons and stop listening to shit like Fleetwood Mac and maybe expand my taste a little bit, expand your palette. And you're thinking, I want to check out some industrial music. I keep hearing about it. And I know like Nine Inch Nails, but I don't know a whole lot else. This would be an excellent place to start. Here's the back cover with the track list. Rhythm of Time, this song right here is excellent. If you can find the Victor the Cleaner remix if you find the Rhythm of Time single with the Victor the Cleaner remix on it, it's really good. This is a great album. This one, an official version, and it's got the picture sleeve. But bam, picture sleeve. It's a pristine Mark Boyd. I would say it's a great album. It's my favorite. I think it's the best of the Front 242 albums, personally, as far as like start to finish. It's a good album to like. It's a good starter album. Like if you don't really know this music very well, and you're trying to get into it, this is a good place to start. Actually, I think all these. If you don't know Noise Unit, I'll tell you really quickly. Noise Unit is a side project of Bill Lieb from Frontline Assembly. I don't know the story of like why they formed Noise Unit, but it's Bill Lieb and Mark Verhagen. It's really good music. This is more industrial. Like this is dance industrial, like EBM if you want to like club music. This is more industrial if you want to listen to some stuff kind of like Frontline Assembly, and this is more industrial techno, more on the techno side. Doesn't really have a whole lot to do with industrial, kinda. It's more techno. It's really good. And then D Warsaw is back to tech industrial. So this is Strike to the Body. There's a really good video for this song. You can find it on the YouTubes. This has Strike to the Body, a couple remixes by Lil Louie, and it's got the Jackhammer B-side. But you can look this up on YouTube, D Warsaw Strike to the Body. This is one of the few videos or songs they did a video for. He's like in a steel cage. You gotta kind of check it out. And then of course, Dig It. This is such an iconic cover. This one I will most likely be selling. I have multiple copies. I do not need another one, but sometimes you liberate them from other sellers. I'm really excited to listen to this. This is a Throco called 12-inch I didn't have. My Life with the Throco Cult. This also would be qualified as industrial dance music. Listen, I'll tell you this. So Throco Cult is going to be touring next year. They just announced some dates. Let me pull them up here real quick because I'm going to show them to you. Because I know, like deep down inside, this is the kind of stuff you care about and you really want to know about it. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to give you guys the news that you want. Okay, I'm going to share this real quick. This is the My Life at oh, I'm not sharing. Hold on. This is the Throco Cult tour dates for next year. Or no, this is for later this year in October. They're also going to be touring again in 2026. It's not fully announced yet, I think. But Indianapolis are coming, Chicago, Detroit, Buffalo, Boston, New York, Reading, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, and Cleveland. If you haven't seen Throco Cult live before ever, or if you haven't seen them live recently, I highly recommend you go check them out. It's a guaranteed fun time. Like you will not have a bad time seeing a Throw Cold show. And Desexual and Devora are opening up for them. I highly recommend checking the show out if you haven't been. Or you can continue to live a boring life and not go see a badass show like the Throw Cold. And Stevie, the D Warsaw, it's most likely going to go to the store. I already have a copy of it. I'm just going to verify and then probably put it in the store. I buy a lot of this stuff, and then a lot of it's going to go into the store. This Tangerine Dream I'm going to listen to. Got the Supremes. I showed about this. Oh yeah, like live streaming. I don't have this stuff set up to like mess with that right now, but I can at some. I did a DJ stream. I tested it out and I liked it, and I'll do it at some point. This is the Tangerine Dream soundtrack that I got for Thief, James Caan. I've never seen this movie. I should watch this movie. It says Willie Nelson's in it. It was Michael Mann. Yeah, I need to check it out. But anyway, that's all I got. Somehow it keeps going up and down. It gives like 5 people, then 11 people, then 7 people. Oh, it is a great soundtrack. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to check it out. I bought this for $10. You can find good deals at the Austin Record Convention. And it's super clean. I mean, the cover is like perfect. If the cover wasn't perfect, I probably wouldn't have even bothered picking it up. Here's the label. Super clean. You can kind of see. It's the kind of stuff that surprises me. It's like, look, I mean, there's like the tiniest little mark on this side. It's kind of hard to see. You can kind of see it there a little bit. See, there's a tiny little mark there. But it shouldn't affect play. This is what I'll do. Well, yeah. What I'll do is either Monday or Tuesday, I'll do a stream. And I'll play some of this music for y'all. I'll like actually play it. That way y'all can actually hear it. This would be so. I wish, actually, you know what? I don't want to steal like Nathaniel's idea. I would love to play this entire album for you guys. Such a good album, man. So good. My 2 favorite things to get this whole trip were the Buried Dreams, because this is a clean copy, and the legendary Pink Dots, Any Day Now. I was looking for some other Pink Dots, but no one really had any, not the ones that I wanted. This is like trippy. Something that I will tell you, if you don't know legendary Pink Dots, if you've never heard their music and you don't know anything about them, in an alternate universe, they would have been huge, and Pink Floyd would have been an underground band. They have a lot in common with Pink Floyd. They don't. The music doesn't sound like Pink Floyd, just like Pink Floyd doesn't sound like Pink Dots. But like, if you're into Floyd in general, I highly recommend checking out the legendary Pink Dots. And this is a great place to start with this album right here, Any Day Now. Yeah. Oh my God, dude. Okay, that's a deal. That's what I'm gonna do. I got my Scarlett over here. It's connected. I just need to make sure I got everything functioning, and I'll start doing music streams instead of just me here yammering on. That way you guys can hear the music. I'll do that. That'll be cool. Anyway, if you want to see all the records that I picked up during the convention, go look. Rewind the stream a little bit. This is an hour and a half of me rambling. Just start at the beginning, only listen to like the first 15, 20 minutes, and then don't listen to the rest of it where I'm just yammering. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. I'm going to get ready for tomorrow. I'm going to press another box of records, take it up there tomorrow, and have another day of the convention. And then I might stream tomorrow after the convention with some final thoughts. Yeah. I'm going to go and say peace out, guys. Peace out.